Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's Saintsfan here, and welcome to another GTA 5 discussion video. Now, if you're unaware, I like to do these every now and then to just talk about GTA with you guys, because it's a game we all love and play and enjoy and stuff, so why not talk about it a little bit? And the topic of this discussion is going to be about GTA servers, and should there be a GTA server browser in GTA Online? Now, I'm not going to really say yes or no, I'm just going to present pros and cons, and well, I might talk a little bit about my opinion on the topic at the end. But yeah, you guys in the comments definitely let me know your thoughts on this as well, because I love reading your comments and all that. But I saw this post on Reddit the other day, and I thought it was a really interesting topic to discuss, because the one problem, and I think everyone that's watching this video can agree, the one problem that GTA Online has that's bigger than any other problem is the loading times. I don't know about you guys, but I've probably spent 30 to 40% of my time in GTA Online in loading screens, because you do a race, you gotta wait freaking a minute to load back into free mode. You do a heist, guess what? Somebody gets kicked because their internet sucks or they can't connect to the host. You gotta wait another like 2 minutes to connect and get back into it. There's a lot of loading in GTA Online. And I guess that's like the one difference between it and any other game. Like I can't think of a game that does the amount of stuff that GTA does, in that like there's a free mode, a central area where everyone just goes and hangs out. I say that loosely, but from the free mode, there's like different branches, so to speak. Like there's races, there's heists, there's adversary modes, there's the jobs, the missions. Like there's a lot of stuff separate from free mode that people play, and you'll see like when we get to the pros and cons, that's sort of like a negative to the server idea, because then you'd be splitting up GTA in so many parts that I'm not entirely sure how it would work. But on the flip side, having a server browser would make for a less laggy, a less loading screen simulator experience, right? Now, if you're unaware what a server browser is, it is in many popular games like Battlefield, DayZ, Rust, a lot of open world survival games like H1Z1 has it. And what it allows is just see information before you get in the game, like in online. For Battlefield, for instance, you see the game mode, you see how many players are in the server, you see what the ping is. And for DayZ, you see the same stuff. You see where the server's located, you see how many people are in it. Maybe sometimes they have the rules for the server. Like, for instance, some of them are like kill on site. That's acceptable. Some of them, they say you can't kill on site, you have to role play in them. So having a server browser just allows you to get some more information, and it allows you to pick and choose what you want to play, like what experience you want to enjoy for that specific game. Now, having it in GTA Online, like I was just saying, the problem lies in where would Rockstar put it? Like, if for GTA Online 2, for GTA 6, whatever you want to call it, if they did implement a server browser, which they probably won't, but if they did, right, this is a hypothetical video, where would they put it? Would they put it for free mode, or would they put it just for the missions and jobs and the races and heists and all that, And you guys in the comments, again, what would you rather, right? Because there's pros and cons to both. For the free mode, if they had it for free mode, there's a lot of awesome stuff you could do. And if you ever looked up San Andreas multiplayer, like the mod for that, you could just see, like, they had drifting servers that you could join. And actually, there's a few mods for GTA 5 at the moment. There's drifting servers. You could have like no radar hardcore servers. You could have one with no cops. You could have one that was role playing. You could have one that allowed the creator in free mode maybe, and you could have like stunt races but in free mode. Like, you wouldn't get any money, but you could do some crazy stuff with that. Like, there's a lot of options, a lot of potential for a server browser for free mode. Now, the downside for Rockstar at least is shark cards would probably, I don't know how that would work, because then people wouldn't really buy shark cards if they could just spawn stuff in maybe in these servers. So that's probably why it's never going to happen, unfortunately. But another con to the free mode being in a server browser is that some of them wouldn't be as popular as others. And that you may think, well, obviously, but that sucks for the people who like those less populated servers or those less populated server rules, because then they're either forced to play with like 2 other people or join these other servers that are actually popular and it might be something that they don't really enjoy. So that's kind of the problem. You're splitting up GTA Online, like free mode, too much, and you're just diminishing the player base for certain people. As for like jobs, missions, races, and all that, honestly, I really can't think of many cons to have a server for having a server browser for those type of missions or activities. Just because like somewhat of a mini server browser, if you can even call it that, is your phone. Because if people just constantly invite you, you have a bunch of options to join. Now, granted, you can't see everything. You don't know who's hosting, like where they're from, what the ping is and all that. But you at least have the option to join based off of the mission or job or race, that they sent you an invite to. The one benefit that a server browser would bring to those jobs and to those missions is less lag, especially for heists, because in pretty much all those other games, the servers are dedicated, like whether they're from the official like EA, if it's Battlefield, or I don't know who the DayZ servers are from, but they also have other like third-party companies that provide servers, so people can buy them and host them and change the rules to however they like. And because they are dedicated and it's not based off of somebody like hosting, it's not peer-to-peer, the connections wouldn't be as laggy. People wouldn't be lagging out of games as often, really ever. I mean, I've played those games, Battlefield, DayZ, Rust, and you rarely ever lag out of games in those games because they are dedicated. So that's the one big part about it. But then also, like, you would have admins to servers, and say if you're in a stunt race and somebody's being a dick, they're trying to just kill you, or they're stopped in the middle of the road to try and hit people, well, the admin can say, listen, we don't want you here, you're now kicked from the server. And that happens a lot of the time in DayZ and Battlefield because people they're not following the rules. Now, maybe I'm not seeing something, but if there's any cons to like just having a server browser for that, let me know. One way they could actually implement it is through the phone. I mean, that's kind of what you see in the thumbnail there. Maybe on the phone in the internet or something, or maybe there's just an app for it. You go to server browser while you're in free mode and bam, there's all the servers that you can join. Now, the ultimate question, like, should this be implemented into the game? For me, I think I kind of would like this to be implemented into the game, even with the cons. Now, granted, it's never going to happen because shark cards, but like I would like to see something like this because I like those other games that I talked about, Battlefield, DayZ, Rust. I like those games because of the personalization that you get going from server to server. It's almost like a different experience. It's like games within the game, right? It's the same game ultimately, but you just have different experiences going from one DayZ server to the other one, just because one might be a full PvP server where there's a lot of action, and the other one might be a roleplay server where you can't kill on sight, you have to talk with people. And that would work really well in GTA Online, like a role-playing thing, because people could be truckers, people could be cops, and I don't know, you just have a lot of fun that way. But you guys can let me know in the comments, would you like this idea? Would you not like this idea? And maybe if you do want to improve upon this idea, just, leave your thoughts in the comments, because hey, maybe Rockstar will see this video and be like, you know what, Saintsfan, it's not a bad idea. But see you all in the next video. Drop a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe for more awesome GTA content. As always, it's your boy Saintsfan. I'm out. Peace.